Hi, this is Bejoy Nambiar and you're watching indiaglitz.com. It's about three Davids in three different times, facing three different conflicts, and how, despite their world being so different, despite them being of different age groups, how all their conflicts and how all of that just comes together. That's what the film is about. So the attempt is only that, to try and do films which I would love to go watch on the big screen, and Shaitan was one such attempt, and David is just one step further from that. It was a long, tedious process, and I gave them all a lot of money. I'm kidding. I think all of them came on board only purely because they were as excited about the script as I was, and I think each actor who's come on board has been a huge asset to the film. Be it Vikram sir, be it Neil, Isha, Monica, Tabu, Lara Dutta, Rohini Atangadi, Nasir sir. So many. Because of the three stories, they gave me a lot of scope to cast. Each story had a massive supporting cast as well. So, and we got some very interesting people to come and be part of it. And I'm very thankful that they agreed to be part of it. It's a very interesting relationship they share in the film, and I hope people enjoy that. It's again, we have tried to do something new, a man-woman relationship, but in a slightly different way. So I think they played off each other very well, and I'm really curious to see how audiences respond to it. Actually, I had pitched Vikram Neil's role initially, but Vikram sir decided to do the fisherman's role. He wanted to do the fisherman's role, so that was the only change as such. It's not right for me to talk about who all were asked and who was considered before. Today, the verge of the release, when I have Neil in the film, it makes sense for me to talk about what Neil has done towards the film. Because whenever a film script is done and you do the casting, there will always be people whom you consider and who will come in and go out. But at the end of the day, when you're, like I said, when you're on the verge of the release of the film, I would much rather talk about Neil's performance and what Neil has done for the film. And I think he's done a fabulous job, and I'm really, really curious to see how the people respond to his character, because already his look has become a talk of the town. How people have really responded so nicely to the look. They all liked his look in the film, and I can just say his performance is several notches higher. One David is missing this out because I ran out of money. The truth be told, the Neil's story, the gangster story, was not really something that would have found a connect with the Tamil audience, only because of the setting, the way it is. If I had to do it, if I had to do the same gangster story, I would have to set it in a slightly different milieu, different background, and everything would change. And at that point, it didn't seem feasible to do that. It would mean more time, more effort to do all thing, and that's when we came up on the idea of why not just develop the two stories a bit more to make it a two David story. And that's what we did. We rewrote some parts, we introduced some new characters for the Tamil version, and that's how we went about it. Not really, no. I don't want to repeat myself. Yes, we have used an old popular song, but I have not, hopefully I've not tried to do the same, because then there is nothing new or nothing, there's no novelty in if you're just keeping, going on repeating your ideas. Yeah. I actually had asked Sarika ma'am for one part in Shaitan. I'd approached her, and that time it didn't work out. Then I approached her again for David for one part, and that time also she didn't want to do it. So the third time I was lucky, because I asked her about the song, would she be interested in just featuring in the song, and to my luck, it's one of her favorite songs. So she's really liked the song, and so she was more than happy to come on board to feature in the song. So that's how it worked out. All I would like to say is that there is definitely no intention to hurt anyone's sentiments, any religious sentiment of any sort. We have only used the song because it's such a popular song. It's an old folk song, and I think it's a beautiful song that is for generations and generations. It's kind of it's been so popular. People after like some 40 years also, people are still singing the song. That means there's instant connect with the song. So we just try to use the song in a way wherein it can cross over and reach more people. That's all. but definitely there is no intention to hurt any community as such. I'm sure some directors work their scripts to suit the stars. It's my second film. I didn't need to do that, and I don't see myself doing that also. I think they all came on board because they liked the story, because what was there in the story. I composed 2 tracks for David. They were quite bad, so I scrapped it. So I think I should just stick to working with musicians rather than try and do it on my own. Hum Aapke Kaun was a musical, and I don't think David is a musical, though it has got 15 tracks in the film, and not all 15 tracks are going to be played out in that. It's got only 2 to 3 songs in sync. Rest all the songs are used in background. The songs become part of the background score. That's what I'm trying to say. So if you ask me if I'm beat Hum Aapke Kaun's record, I don't think so. I think that was a musical and the songs were made for that. Here the songs were made for a different kind of a narrative. All 3 are, like I said, all 3 are made, created by me, so that I can't pick a favorite. All 3 are very close to me. So I don't think I can pick one favorite and say, okay, this David is my favorite. The other 2 are okay. No. All 3 are very, very close to me. My company, Getaway Films, which is producing this film, we are busy doing 2 other films. We are producing one film with Ekta Kapoor for Balaji Telefilms. It's a film called Kuku Mathur Ki Jhand Ho Gayi, which is being directed by a friend, national award winning ad filmmaker Aman Sachdeva. The shooting is already done. We are planning to release it in May. And then there's another film we are producing which goes on the floors in, I think, April or May. That's a remake of a Tamil film called Pizza. So I'm quite busy with the Getaway Films. My company, we are very busy with putting David out and then putting these 2 films out. And after this to get on the way, then I'll start looking at what I want to do next.